Managing all of your media files for your editing project seems like a super boring topic until you lose a critical file, then all of a sudden it becomes super exciting. That said, I'm going to show you how we keep all of our media assets organized around here so that nothing gets lost, which continuously builds trust with our clients. I'm Andrew, this is Mileshko, and we are on a mission to be the most enjoyable creative production team to work with in Atlanta. Let's do this. We use something around here that we call a one folder mentality. The goal is that if you need to edit a project, everything that you need is in one project folder. So all those files that you're referencing that are in your downloads, move to your project folder. Those video files that you're referencing from another project, copied to your project folder. Really, if Premiere or After Effects references it, you move it or copy it to your project folder. We have a select few exceptions like some asset libraries that don't move, but we keep a one folder mentality because first, it's not uncommon for us to revisit a project a year or more after we've delivered it. And the amount of frustration that I feel every time I open a new project and a wall of media offline clips greets me and all of those clips are straight up gone, never again. Also, sometimes for us, one editor starts the project and another takes it across the finish line. And that handoff is super simple if everything is in one place. And if you do need to reconnect something, it's all right there, ready for the linking. This one folder system could literally save you hours of your life in tracking down offline media. All right, so it's now all in one folder. You can't just dump it there. I mean, you can, but you can't. The best way to keep things organized is to use a project folder template that you duplicate every time you start a new project. Keeps it super simple. Now, I'm gonna admit there are a million different ways that you can organize a project folder, but I'll show you what we found that works well for us, and you can amend it however you want. It's not hard and fast. So first, PM, project manager folder. We've got files that the project managers are generating all the time as they serve clients, and we need someplace to put them, so behold. Next, video. We've had a lot of conversations internally about how to organize video, but we've landed on a system where we start with our shoot day with our year, month, day, date code when it was shot, and a short description, then camera or card, with the video files inside them. What's cool is that this structure works really well when you import it into Premiere, but more on that later. After that, the audio folder. Audio from the set, scratch tracks we make, voiceover files, music, sound effects, and anything else audio related gets put in here. And please put your music files in here. These are usually the first to go offline. Then pics, picture files, more specifically photographs, like something that you put into a slideshow, because its counterpart is the GFX folder, which holds all of the graphics. For example, if it was something that was generated in Photoshop or Illustrator, or a JPEG or PNG of a graphic that you made, we put it in here. Next up, we needed a place to put all the occasional files that defied classification. May I introduce you to Other, the room of requirement, so to say, of our project folder that is anything that you really need it to be. And then Docs, Word documents, PDFs, scripts, and PowerPoint presentations if your client just wants you to die inside. Let's go back to the meat of this. Projects. We break this up into Premiere, After Effects, and whatever other project files that we need. We are very purposeful about project files living in their correct folder. And finally, exported. If you export it off a video file, it lives in one of three folders in here. Previs, which is anything pre-visualization related, including incomplete versions that need team input. Versions, which are the completed iterations of a video, we save them all just in case, that lead up to your deliverables. The files that were approved by the client and made final delivery live here. We export three different files of an approved version: a high quality H.264, an Apple ProRes 422, and what's called a clean Apple ProRes 422 that has all the graphics and the music turned off. You can use the clean file to edit with in future videos without having to find or download raw assets from the past project. And for those of you who know what a media cache is, which should be all video editors, we do not set the cache to our project folders. That goes to its own dedicated drive. It gums everything up to have it in the project folder, and it's way simpler just to render off what you need yourself. If you're curious about what all this looks like inside Premiere for us, what we love about the system is that it's basically the same. Your video, audio, pics, GFX, and even your exported folder if you need it looks a lot like it does in Windows File Explorer or Finder. All we need to do is really add a sequences folder. Any sequences that you make live here, and pro tip, make sure the names of your sequences match up with what's in your exported folder. It makes it way easier to track stuff down if you have to go back, which does happen, and I definitely did not find that out the hard way when I was starting to edit. And that's a great starting point for keeping your media assets and projects organized. If you've got questions, leave them in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to Mileshko for more editing tips like this, as we aim to be the most enjoyable creative production team to work with in Atlanta. See ya.